Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
There's no limits to the Suplex in this city, and we're always swinging bombs like it's 420. We get high as though it hot and talk wrestling stuff. And it's hosted by Jim Vicious, Tyler Buzz. Never gonna stop. Are you sure that you want it? Is the fire in your soul gonna keep you warm? Is this the price that you covet? Did you find the reason that you were born? And if it's not, you better step aside, because I'm coming for it, coming for it. I'm all in. This is rage, this is war. I'm all in. Every score. Do you wanna have it all? Do you wanna have control?
What's up, everybody? Your boy Jay Vish here, as always, along with Tyler Fudge. We're going to do a mini episode recapping All In. Call it 177.5, if you will. What's up, man?
Oh, man, just getting back. I drove for 8 hours this morning. That was cool. Got up at 5 o'clock, so it's been 12 hours since I hit the road, and now I'm here talking All In. So it's great.
You finish recording 177 and you're gone within a few hours. You come back and within a few hours you're back here doing 177.5.
Oh man, it's ridiculous, isn't it? So I'm done 177 at what? Midnight my time. I then do laundry and pack and upload the episode. I get to sleep at around 2 and I wake up at 4. Get ready. I wake up sick. I got a cold, so that was awesome. Driving 8 hours with a fresh cold, that felt great. And then, I drank on Saturday, which didn't help my cold. Woke up on Sunday, I was insanely sick, and then woke up today, I'm feeling okay. So
you come full fucking circle right there.
Yes. How about your weekend, Jim? How was your weekend?
It's pretty good.
That's good.
I watched All In live.
I did not.
Let's get into your viewing here. So you didn't watch live. Did you watch spoiler free?
Yes, actually. There was enough going on this weekend that I was able to stay away from Twitter, which is marvelous. I love staying away from Twitter.
I follow him at the Federation.
You could, yeah. I don't tweet very much. But you can follow me. I watched, I think, 2 hours. I watched the 0 hour Saturday night while I was in bed, drunk, and then Saturday morning I watched 2 hours, and then I watched an hour until I fell asleep last night, and then I watched the last hour on the way home today.
Holy shit!
Yes,
so you got quite the viewing experience there.
It was.
I watched the show live, so. Let's get into the shit. Do you want to talk about? We got some news around the show.
Well, I mean, the only piece of news that I know of offhand is Joey Mercury, the forever professional, was found drunk in his car.
At least he wasn't driving.
That's true, but if you have the keys, it's the same charge.
Yeah. Well, is it if you have the keys in the ignition?
In Canada, it's if you have the keys.
Oh, okay.
If you have the keys and you got intent to drive.
This has nothing to do with this, and we really shouldn't be getting off topic, but one time I called the cops on my friend accidentally, who was drunk in his car, and then ran out and took his keys out and threw them on the floorboard before the police got there.
Good. That's a good phrase.
Yeah. I accidentally called the cops on him.
Now, how do you do that? How does one accidentally call the cops on one's friend?
So three of us are in my house. We're hanging out and stuff. It's like 3, 4 in the morning. All of a sudden, just a horn is on. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? And it's long. It's like, dude, what the shit? So we look down the street and we do see somebody's we see a car down there with the park lights on and shit. And someone's slumped over inside. So we called the cops and we're standing there on the porch waiting. And all of a sudden we're like, dude, that kind of looks like Levi's car, man. So we run, because it was down the street a ways, it was fucking a block away. So we run down there and here he's in his car, fucking passed out, head on the steering wheel. Luckily, his doors were unlocked. So we quickly, because we couldn't move him, he was dead to the world, couldn't wake him up. we took his fucking keys out of the ignition and threw them on the floorboard, and then went back in the house and like watched the police wake him up by like smashing on his window with their flashlights and shit. He was so drunk that he had no idea where he was. Like, he was blackout fucking drunk and drove to our house. Well, almost our house. And actually, we came outside as the police were there, and they released him to us. And he came in and played, I don't know, whatever the fuck, Gran Turismo or whatever the fuck we were playing on PS2.
Just
Fun
drunk
times.
as fuck. Fun times. And that's all in, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Let's get into this shit. 0 Hour on WGN. It started off kind of rough.
Yeah,
but,
well, I mean, what was the stream like? You guys, I heard a lot of people talking about how the stream was buffering or was
once
down.
Once we got into the mainstream, I had a legitimate, legal fucking stream of this show. I'd just like to point that out for the record. But it was on Fight, and the first match was bad. Like, I missed like a good half of Matt Cross and MJF.
Oh, of the full pay-per-view? That's okay. You could have missed that match. There was really nothing. That's the one match that I could have lived without.
The rest of this shit was on TV here.
Yeah, oh, you mean like the Scorpio Sky and SoCal Uncensored and Briscoes in the Battle Royal?
Yeah, 0 Hour, as it is called. Yeah, that was on actual WGN, which when I heard about it, I was like, do we still get that shit? And I did find it. We do still get it. I remember back in the 90s, it was like you'd watch all the Bulls games on there. My grandfather would always watch the Cubs on there. It's based out of Chicago, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, it started rough, and I was like, oh, God, here we go. We just came off Triple Mania. Dude, I needed to go back. I was way too nice to Triple Mania. Go on YouTube. This guy has his video called Everything Wrong with Triple Mania. And it's like, it is amazing. There was some shit I didn't even catch. But it's like a 15-minute video of just like probably 75 absurd problems and dumb shit that they did that didn't happen here. So... I thought actually it was like for a first time I'll go in, and I mean, granted that they had a lot of Ring of Honor support. I think that was Ring of Honor set and everything like that. But still, dude, like that show went off, other than the timing of the end, pretty much without a hitch.
Yeah, for the most part. I found the mics to be a little hot. They were sometimes hot, and then sometimes way too low for
commentary.
For in-ring promos, like when the Bucks came out to do the announcements. Like at the beginning, I found like the mics were cutting a lot. But other than that, this from technical difficulties, there was a couple camera issues, but pretty much an overall good job, in my opinion, in the production style. Yeah. I thought the building looked great.
Yeah, people who were there said that the sound of the crowd didn't really come through. I thought I heard pretty good pops for everything, and I don't know. I guess it was insanely loud.
There was one video that really put it in perspective to me. That was there was a fan shot video of Cody winning the NWA title. In comparison to the actual pay-per-view, it did seem a little bit louder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that pop is amazing.
Yeah.
Like every single person you see, like you'd have to really study it probably to find someone whose arms don't go directly up in the air and pop. It's like every fucking person.
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoyed the show thoroughly.
I mean, one thing I wanted to talk about, I guess, before we can get into the show, I was really angered by some people's negativity towards this show. It really pissed me off this week.
I've seen a fair amount of it, and it is aggravating, to say the least.
Dude, podcasts who poison their listenership on shit. From the announcement of the show to when they sold out, naysaying the sellout, just naysaying this fucking show all the way up, and then of course shitting on it in the end.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, of course, if you didn't shit on it now, you would have to be saying you made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? You'd have to say, oh, we were wrong this whole time. And no one's going to fucking do that. But I just thought, like, podcasts and then they poison their entire listenerships, man. So it's really fucking weird. Like, and I'm not going to name any names. You do what you want, man. You can have whatever views you want, I guess. But, dude, What the fuck? I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
Like, how could you say it's a bad show? You're just wrong. Was it the best show ever? No.
No. God,
But was
no.
it bad?
No.
Fuck no, dude.
No, man. Like, you look at this show from top to bottom, every match was fundamentally different. And that is the beauty of this show. You look at the pre-show, we had a tag match. What other tag match was on the show, Jim? The 6-man tag again. That's fucking it. That's me.
Yep.
That's me watching. I'm watching WCW shit from the 90s. There's 5 tag matches in a row every fucking show. You know how much I want to fucking blow my brains out watching that? So much.
Well, tag wrestling used to be fucking big, but you're right. They
Big,
did.
but when every match is fundamentally the same story, like let's get the heat on the babyface. Boom, done.
Pretty like amazingly done, right? You get a great tag match, you get
A good
a battle royal,
a good one too.
yeah,
Of fun.
women's match, Cody and Nick going for like a classic pro wrestling,
Yeah, an NWA style match.
Yeah, you get you got everything, dude. You got some comedy, you got all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, man. So I just didn't get that. And there are people who are so mad about it and shitting on it. And it's just, they hate WWE just like we do. So what? Somebody, if you understand this, please explain it to me.
There's a lot of people in this world that just like the sound of their own voice. And they love the sound of their own voice when they're complaining.
And they get off on getting people to agree with their skewed and weird take on this thing. I don't get it, man.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's like, if you hate WWE, fine, we all do. But what do you like? What if you're not rooting for this? You didn't root for this at all. It's like from day one, buried it. The announcement buried.
Do you really like wrestling? Do you?
Dude.
Like, really? Like, are you in this because you like wrestling, or in this because your friends like wrestling? Or are you in this because it's what seems to be somewhat cool in pockets these days?
You know what it is, dude? Honestly, I think with some shows, you're in that niche, right? I mean, you're a wrestling show. You can't just change tomorrow, can you? Really? Without losing people? Can you go, could we say, like, we're not going to be a wrestling show anymore? We're going to be a fucking, who knows, whatever kind of podcast?
You would definitely, your numbers would change. That's for sure.
I think maybe that is it. Maybe they don't actually like wrestling anymore.
It's a gimmick.
But they're a wrestling podcast and they're stuck in it,
Yeah. Or they're playing a gimmick. You know what I mean?
And if I ever get that way, I'll stop doing this. That's what, like, when Rando left the show, it wasn't anything other than he's like, I don't fucking like it. I don't like watching it anymore. WWE and shit. He's like, I just don't want to do it. And that's the way you need to go, man. So anyhow.
I agree completely. I just don't understand what there is to like, you can complain that Skrull and Okada went long and caused the main event to be cut short. But man, that main event was still a fun fucking match. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, yeah. And there was a lot of too, like, based on that first hour, who's going to order this show? It's like, as they're stealing it, right? They're stealing the feed and then shitting on it on their fucking podcasts. Yeah. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
And like, you look at that first hour, like that 0 hour, there was nothing wrong with that 0 hour. The tag match was fundamentally sound. It was a fun fucking tag match. The Battle Royal, the Battle Royal itself had nostalgia. It had new guys. It had, look at the spots. Dude, who was that fucking little guy with the fro?
Oh, God damn it.
I fell in love with that little bastard, man. That guy is awesome.
Marco Stunt is in there.
Yeah, Marco Stunt. Man, stunt your way over to my television any day, buddy. I'll watch you take bumps all day long.
He's so fucking tiny, man.
And like the way he sells, like he stands up and does the fucking dizzy dance. Like, fuck me, man. He's so good. He's so he looks like, you know who he reminds me of? That fucking comedian with cerebral palsy, that Blue, Josh Blue. That's who he reminds me of. I love it.
Yeah. I thought the Battle Royal was well worked. There was really fun spots and, like everything, it was put together really well.
It told of course, probably the best story it could. You know what I mean? Aside from Neville. But
did you see
story is better.
Did you see Billy Gunn's son in there?
Yeah. Austin Gunn or something like that?
Yeah, Austin. Does it go Austin Gunn?
I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
You know who really kind of stood out for me in this too was that Jordan Grace girl.
Yes, dude, she's fucking great.
She's the Jay Vish hottie of the week, I think.
Oh man, she's got all the thickness, and I love it.
Yeah, thick nails. She dates Jonathan Gresham.
Yes.
That's a tiny little man.
I mean, I've seen her tear into people on Twitter. I do feel like if you said something about her, she'd punch you in the face.
Yeah.
So there's that. She's got that going for her, and she's intimidating as all hell.
If they do standing 69s, she's like holding him. You know?
Yeah, she's holding that tombstone position.
Yeah, I think she's really good, man. Gets some shit off on Cage, eliminates him.
Yeah, she had a good back and forth with Bully Ray. I thought she was very good.
Yeah.
I would have been all for her and Jay Lethal.
Then interesting.
Yeah. But
so from
I
there,
heard WGN got upset actually at her taking a kick to the face from Cage.
I did not hear that.
That's the rumblings I heard, that WGN was not happy about that.
Who gives a fuck, dude? I thought, we fought for equality. I thought women fought for equality.
In and out of the wrestling ring.
Just in general, in life.
Yeah,
you know, I just think that's ridiculous.
I get you.
And it's not like she's like a fucking little dainty girl. She's fucking strong. She's big.
The gimmick is she's in there because she wants to run with the guys. You know what I mean? And I would imagine there's a lot of female wrestlers that love working with the guys because, I mean, you can't get better workers than the guys. I'm sorry if that sounds sexist, but Charlotte Flair is no Okada. you know?
I kind of became a fan of hers through this show, so
yeah, me too.
That. What do you think about Sean Mooney backstage interviews?
I mean, what did he do? 2? 1?
Yeah, not many.
Not many, but I mean, it was cool to see Sean Mooney. You know, I popped hard for that. The Magnus interview, though, not so much.
Yeah, not really.
It looked like he was reading it.
MJF and Matt Cross, you know, in retrospect, I bet they wish they left this off. Or that, I guess, people, you know, you should have cut this out and you would have definitely had time to work with.
Oh, yeah.
You know, on this show. I just didn't think this needed to be here.
No, why couldn't they just be in the Battle Royal?
Yeah. It was a fine match. I have no real issue with it, but...
Agreed. Like Maxwell J. Friedman, is that his name? He's a good heel. You know, there's something to say about him in the future. He's got something going for him. And it's cool for him to work with a veteran like M-Dog20, Matt Cross. You know,
fucking love that guy.
Oh, me too. I think he's fucking fantastic. And for him to pick up the victory on a night like this in the States, it's a good story.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Funny story. So I tweeted out during the anthem, I'm like, not to be a dick, but this anthem is pretty rough. And then after the show, the girl who did it responded to me.
Did you really?
She's like, yeah, it was, you know, but I'm going to come back, you know, better next time, and very positive about it. I'm like, wow.
Good for her, man.
I tweeted back. I'm like, I feel like a dick. I wasn't trying to be a dick. You're very nice about it. I followed. I don't know if she followed back, but whatever.
You know what, man? Any criticism, you know, is the best way to go about it. You can get upset and it can hurt your ego. I'm sure it made her feel like shit. You know what I mean? Obviously.
Well, I wasn't being a dick. I mean, I think like that's the friendliest way you could say is like, it was a little rough.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty nice compared to like what I could have said, right?
And it was a little rough.
Well, I'm sure she was nervous. I've been in bands my whole life and played in front of, you know, not 10,000 people, obviously, but 1,000 people. And, I could imagine that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Still.
I mean, I wouldn't want to have
I'd be
to
shitting
sing
my fucking pants if I had to go out and, like, play a song in front of 10,000 people.
Especially a song that none of those wrestling fans give 2 fucks about seeing.
A lot of people were like, yeah, I'm glad they included it. And like, I'm impartial. Whatever.
Well, to me, it's something that's been with wrestling shows since, I assume, the dawn of time.
Yeah. Do they still do it and just not show it when they do Raw and stuff? They must.
I don't think they do.
They did it at the house show I fucking went to.
They?
Yeah.
They don't do it at the Canadian ones.
Oh, they love them some America, man. You know.
Maybe they do it in America every time, but not in Canada. But they don't sing Canada's national anthem. That's for sure.
Fucking dickheads.
I did get my tweet up on the screen once, though.
I got mine up at that house show. I took a picture of it, posted on Twitter, and in the group and shit. Yeah, pretty sweet. Christopher Daniels defeating Stephen Amell with Jerry Lynn as ref.
Yes. Boy, he looks like he's having a hard time walking these days, huh?
Yeah, well.
That's what Jerry Lynn does to you, I suppose.
Suplex City Limits Hall of Famer Jerry Lynn and Christopher Daniels, two of them in there.
Both of them. Stephen Amell probably not going to make it.
Yeah, probably not. But I just thought this match was too long.
It was way too long, man. Way too long. And apparently the story is Stephen Amell wanted to have the best celebrity wrestling match ever. And I mean, okay, can you name one better? I just can't remember ones now.
Bam Bam Bigelow and Lawrence Taylor?
Yeah, fair enough. That one's fucking fantastic for a celebrity one.
That's the first one that comes to mind.
That's the big one, I think. Definitely not Snooki.
Big Show and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
no,
if legit breaking some guy's nose is real wrestling, sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was it was a pretty good match for what it was.
Yeah, it was fun. It told a story. The story was easy to follow. It was built around a couple spots, and that's all it needed to be. Could have been 7 minutes shorter.
Yeah, could have been shorter, but it wasn't bad by any means.
No, and what we were saying last week rung true, and that's if there was anybody for him to be in the ring with, it is Christopher Daniels. So he's the one that can really bring that match out.
Yeah, can't fuck with that. Women's 4-way.
I mean, it was a women's 4-way. I popped hard for Britt Baker using Adam Cole's theme.
Yeah,
and other than that, I like the Magnum TA and Tully Anderson touch. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
The match was so. It was okay.
I thought the match itself was pretty good, but the ending was really weird, and
the ending didn't really go over like great.
They had a big all down spot, and the crowd standing ovation, and I was like, this is fucking pretty good, and then they shut the ending right as I was tweeting out a fucking positive. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and that's probably where my negativity from it comes, and that's the ending. The ending of the match.
Yeah, I thought the match itself up to that was actually pretty good. I was pretty into it.
You look at it. There's 3 solid competitors. Madison Rayne, I don't really consider a solid competitor, but
yeah, I hate that gimmick that Chelsea Green's running, that Laurel Van Ness gimmick. I fucking hate it.
I like that. I don't like the fact that it's double personalities now, but I do like the hot mess gimmick when she was in the wedding dress and shit.
Yeah. She also did a broski boot and a woo woo woo. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't notice that. But I'm glad I didn't.
After this match, they showed I popped so hard for Fat Ass Masa.
Jesus, Jim, she done that while Emma was on commentary.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good, too.
Never mind. Good on her. That's fucking balls.
Yeah. It's like you have to sit and commentate, your ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend doing a match, doing his move. Very weird.
Very weird.
How is that? What is it that chicks like about that guy? He's got a house full of fucking action figures and shit, and he's just a fucking nerd.
Yeah, he's I mean, I guess if you got money and abs, you can do anything in this world. I mean, look at what's got to be weirder is how does Delirious bag Mandy Leone?
Oh, no shit?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That chick sucks, though, man. She's devoid of charisma. Like when she used to do a roundup thing on Ring of Honor or whatever the fuck it was just the worst. Like, how are you guys putting this on television?
Yeah.
I guess now I know why.
Delirious. When they would cut to that commentator's booth, as soon as I'd see her, all I'd think was Nikki Bella. That's it. That's all that went through my mind.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're a Nikki Bella clone.
Pretty much. But yeah, fat ass Matza fucking popped.
Fuck, and El Chico.
Chico, yeah.
Fucking, that was great. And then I seen pictures of John Mayer, Eddie Vedder.
They didn't show Eddie Vedder on camera, but they definitely showed John Mayer.
Yeah, it was like, holy fuck, man. Like, who comped the ticket for Eddie Vedder?
Is Eddie Vedder a big wrestling guy?
I don't know. Why would you go to All In and not be on TV if you're not a wrestling guy?
What was that was the thing with John Mayer. I was like, is John Mayer fucking into wrestling? I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I seen there was somebody who took a picture and was like, look, Eddie Vedder and John Mayer sitting 8 rows away from me.
Oh, What the fuck?
It's like they stayed for the whole show.
Yeah. Cody Nick Aldis. I love the MMA style entrance.
Yeah, the entourage.
With the cornermen. The only thing is, I would have done a Gracie train personally.
What do you mean by a Gracie train?
The Gracie train, like back when Hoist Gracie would come out, they would do like, it's all of them in a line, with your hands on the shoulders of the person in front of you when they come out, and it was called the Gracie train. That's what I would have done for my entrance.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. The video package was a decent video package. It was no WWE video package by any means, but it was a cool video package.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, the entourage was cool. The dog was cool.
The dog. His wife wasn't happy about that. He was supposed to take him to the ramp and then hand him off.
Oh, really?
But like he heard the pop that the dog got, so he actually just brought it down to ringside.
Brandy being pissed about it. That's great.
Yeah, she wasn't happy. Boy, I mean, take a fucking dog down there. That dog is so over. These guys, that's what they've proved here, is like you can get anything over, honestly.
If you do it well and you do it right, you can get anything over. And there's more of that to come in this episode.
Weird. It's almost like if you fucking create a story and tell a story that's not insulting and you actually care enough to make sure that it makes sense, people get into it.
Yeah.
It's a weird idea.
Even if the stories are told on weekly 15-minute YouTube clips.
Dude, it does the trick, man. As we speak, right now. Raw's starting as we fucking speak.
Woo.
I bet it's like Monday Night Raw.
I bet you there's going to be an all-in reference.
Oh, someone's going to say they're all in.
Yeah, for sure. And that's going to fucking be great.
I don't want to watch it ever, but like right now I'm just like, I feel like I'm riding this like level of enjoyment to wrestling, and I'm like, oh, if I watch Raw, it's going to ruin it.
It's going to bound and shackle me.
Do you catch that Glacier was with Cody?
That was so fucking funny. I thought that was great. Dusty must have loved Glacier, man. Dusty must have loved him.
He's got Dreamer, Page, and Glacier.
Yeah, that's fucking fantastic. Dreamer, Page, Glacier, and a dog. And his wife.
Yeah. And his hot wife, who's rocking a Britney Spears toxic get up there.
Yes, and then she would rock her Lacey Evans best. She'd do much better than Lacey Evans. So much better.
Earl Hebner in the house reffing, which was cool, except for I think he has dementia.
Yes, because he shouldn't have been talking, because that was bad.
That was fucking bad. Yeah.
But
I was like, Earl, don't mess this up.
Yeah, but the way I looked at it is, you know what, man? This is probably Earl's last hurrah. This is the last thing of any note I would imagine Earl Hebner's ever going to do.
All right.
And fuck it. He didn't ruin it, so.
Some people had problems with, the injury spot with DDP coming out and giving Daivari a fucking cutter and shit. I loved how they got the legends involved on this shit. So much better than WWE.
They got the legends involved. It didn't make the legends look less, and it didn't make the new guys look less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It came out all in the greater good, and that's the way you want to use those legends.
It was awesome. It was like people were complaining about that. I saw like that was dumb and didn't make any sense. You got to see Page to give somebody a cutter. Like, well, I don't know what more you want, dude. Like, what do you fucking want, man?
Why wouldn't he do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Daivari to dastardly heel.
Yeah, and Brandy covering him, getting the elbow dropped on her.
Yes.
I thought that was good too.
Yeah, I thought it was good. It really showed a sense of urgency by Magnus, or Aldis. That's not his name no more. So, it's pretty hard not to say Magnus. But Aldis looked like a champ. I thought the story they told was magnificent. By the time it was over, I was emotional. Because they're hammering. Oh, yeah, because they're hammering the fact that, Dusty and Cody. And it's like, I wasn't crying. But it was like, oh, man, this is fucking cool. They're telling a good story here.
I think our boy B-Rad Brad said he shed a fucking tear for it, man.
It was good. It was really fucking good. And you got the argument, and of course you can see where they're coming from. Does it mean less because he booked it himself?
No.
It's a fake fucking wrestling promotion. It's not even a promotion. First off, let's get this straight here. If Billy Corgan didn't want him to be the champion, he wouldn't be.
Well, I mean, in that from there, it's like the best thing ever for him would be to get Cody to take that belt and carry it around with him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, people are like, oh, he just put on his own show and then booked himself to become champion. That's fucking like, dude, you really hate, man. You really hate wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
I'll pop. Will Mahoney on Twitter is the first one I seen.
Oh, is he talking shit on the show?
Yeah, like the fucking the Cody thing about the booking himself. And it was like,
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was like, well,
Former guest of the show.
you can think what you want, but
Yeah. Him and I disagree a lot on pro wrestling.
I disagree a lot with him on pro wrestling too.
Yeah. When he was on the show, we never got to that. We never seemed to. Maybe he was just playing along. He was like, what the fuck am I doing here? I got suckered into this disgusting wrestling show with these fucking stoners.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, I liked it. It was weird. The surprise pin kind of finish was a little weird to me, but I guess it allows for some debate on it, for the future. It's like, well, he didn't definitively beat him,
Yeah, and I don't know my history with the NWA title, but how did Dusty win his first one?
I have no idea. Dude, it could be something like that.
Like, if I could understand it if it was a surprise finish like Dusty, because he did get blood like Dusty. Not as good, but, he got blood like Dusty. And, it probably will lead to something down the road, probably more than likely a rematch at some point. Because now, after this All-In show, you can even do that rematch on an ROH show.
Right. I mean, I just I don't know, coming in, I wasn't into it because I'm not into Aldis. Like, I never really bought Aldis as a champion.
No.
He seems third rate to me. Cody, at this point, seems like that's a fucking guy to carry that belt around.
I agree.
Plus, he's already going all over the place, right? I mean, he's already fucking
Japan,
everywhere.
Yeah, no, I believe the NWA actually has a 70th anniversary show coming up. In November?
In October.
Yeah, October, is it? So they'll probably do that match there.
They're doing it. That's along with Jarrett, though, so that's scary.
Oh, yeah, with Global Force.
Yeah, it's like not even a thing, man. Why would you fucking bother?
It's just a name.
Yeah. But yeah, all in all, I liked that match. I know that the pop was fucking crazy. Paige Janela.
Oh. Okay, first, let me preface this off. My favorite, I'm sorry, Jordan Grace, but my favorite woman of the night was Penelope Ford.
Really good, yeah. Really good.
When I seen her come down, I was like, oh, she's eye candy. She's like Brandy. And then all of a sudden she starts doing moves. And I'm like, oh, where have you been my whole life?
She had a lot of spots to get to do, and they all went off right. She didn't fuck anything up.
And she ends up being the only one getting hurt out of this match.
Yeah, she get smashed in the face or something?
With a table or a ladder or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Landed on her face. But no, that match, it was everything I thought it would be. I thought it would be a little bit crazier.
Honestly, yeah, right. It was still crazy.
It was still crazy.
That powerbomb through the tables was scary as fuck.
Yeah. The Donkey Kong or the Mario, or was it? What is it? What game is that? Donkey Kong? Where they ripped off the barrels? Oh,
yeah, I guess, yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. The Cracker Barrel spot, the boot spot. It had a bunch of comedy in it, and a rite the passage or last rites or whatever the fuck it's called off of the ladder into the table. That was fucked up.
That spot was pretty fucking crazy. I also like that she brought in the cursed boots, and Paige, of course, freaks out because the cursed boots are in the ring.
Did you see the video of our boy Lynx Kinetic asking Hangman Page if there will be justice for Joey at the All-In press conference?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not see that.
That was pretty funny.
All of a sudden, he was going. I didn't know that they were going, and all of a sudden, I was like, we went. We're here. How the fuck did you get in? VIP, man.
That's that fucking Z-Lot Pro fuck you money.
And then so after the match, this part is the most divisive part about this. A lot of people, well, not a lot, but some people had problems with it. With the fucking the dick moving in his pants, and then the line of dicks coming out. I popped so hard when he comes, when he stands and does the pose, like, with a fucking line of inflatable dicks. That was amazing.
Oh, yeah. To me, it was because everybody loves The Undertaker, right? And everybody's seen The Undertaker's entrance. I, for one, myself, don't get any big feeling from Undertaker's entrance anymore. But from an Undertaker entrance, I got that feeling out of the Penis Druids. I thought it was fucking awesome because I'm 31 years old, but I'm 14 at heart. So
it was funny too. Some of the people that I saw complaining about that spot, sit and make fucking dick jokes all day on their podcast, so whatever. But comes in, penis flex, sucker in the mouth, super kick, fucking awesome. And then the Penis Druids carry him out, of course.
Fucking fantastic, man. It was great.
Yeah. You can say what you want. I'm excited to see where it goes.
I'm excited to see how Jim Cornette takes this, because I think we might see a news headlines like Jim Cornette suffers a stroke after watching Penis Druids.
It's not dumber than fucking any of the shit. I mean, there's a million things dumber than this that happened in fucking the era of WWF that everybody loves so much. Woman giving birth to a hand.
Yeah.
An elderly woman giving birth to a hand is a million times stupider than this.
Pine Tie chopping off Val Venus's dick.
Vince McMahon giving JR a fucking enema.
Yes.
Remember that segment?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I had that forgotten about. Like the JR's face, that pucker face that he had, man.
Fucking good. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was fun. And the crowd did too. That was one of the crowd went fucking crazy for that shit. So if you don't like it, fuck off, I guess at this point. It's like, there's plenty of shit for you to watch, if you want to
Nazi
watch
punks,
something
fuck
else.
off.
Yeah, right. I love the little vignette they had with Lethal backstage where he's walking out and then all of a sudden someone gives him glasses and he turns into Macho. Fucking awesome.
Hits him on the shoulder because the whole being the elite bit, and it just harkers back. And I thought I was a huge fan. And then you got people on Twitter who's like, how can you say that this is a different show when you got somebody dressing up like Macho Man, Undertaker's Druids? And it was like, because it's not the same. It's making fun of it. Do you know what satire means?
Well, just like that, it's references to shit that we all fucking love.
Yeah.
So, of course, we're going to like that with things, But do you hear how this kind of came together? Like,
yes.
They kind of ran into each other, and it was Lanny's idea. That's an actual Macho Man jacket.
Yeah, Collector bought it and loaned it to Lanny Poffo for this show.
Fucking, I love it, dude. They come out. He comes out to the fucking, Macho song with Lanny. They do the Mega Powers handshake, which, as I've said many times before, if you meet me somewhere at a show or any of that shit, and you want a handshake,
you got to do the
Mega Powers handshake only. Yeah,
that's how you know.
Grab that sucker by the wrist, bring it in fucking slow mo. Yeah, it's the coolest handshake ever, dude.
It is.
Honestly. And when we eventually hang out, you better expect the fucking Mega Powers handshake. It's
gonna be the first thing. Ooh, licking your toenail, yeah. Jim Vicious, yeah.
And he does all the spots. He puts her in the corner, and then he picks her up in the ring to carry her, which is the throwback to the wedding, which everybody loved.
Yes, I thought all those spots were fucking fantastic. When you think of the Macho Man bits we've gotten lately, like Johnny Mundo doing the "Will you marry me?" and then between that and then Jay Lethal treating his Ebony Elizabeth. You know what I mean?
But I love how they did that. So they start off very fucking classic that, and then she slaps him, which turns him back into Lethal, only to be slapped in the face by Lanny later in the match and turn back into Macho. Awesome.
It's fucking awesome. And the visible differences between Jay Lethal and Macho Man. Right. As soon as he gets slapped, you can hear his voice is different. He talks like Macho Man.
Flip does the fucking Hulk up spot. The crowd's into it, and then does the point, and everybody, the whole place, and God damn, I was having so much fun with this show.
But yeah, no, I thought it was absolutely fucking fantastic. That whole, because that was the last match I watched before I fell asleep one night, and I was just like, man, this was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Fucking Hulk up spot. I love it, man.
Yeah, because I'm a true fucking Hulkamaniac as a kid, and a Macho Man fucking Mark. So that was just everything from 5-year-old Tyler that just came out that time. It's just like, I love this. I love wrestling.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Colt Cabana for the save when Bully Ray attacks after the match. They do the Shield power bomb, which the crowd boos.
Yes. Yeah. Now, were they booing or were they doing the ooh-ah?
Oh, no, they were booing.
Were they booing? Okay.
Yeah, I think they were definitely booing.
Fair enough.
We could find out from... We know a lot of people who were there, so...
Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were booing. Because, I mean, it's... but now, and mind you, you could harker that they're not really doing the Shield spot, because the Shield is just doing the Dudley Boy spot. And they're doing this against Bully Ray, because he's a Dudley Boy.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
The first thing I thought of when I seen it was, the Shield spot.
Yeah.
Just being devil's advocate here.
They've pretty much become that. Did you see WWE tweeted out the best factions of all time and Shield's #1?
Yes. I mean, do you expect anything less from the WWE?
Yeah, we can talk more about that when we do the actual show.
DX was better than the NWO.
Of course they did. Omega Pentagon. What do you think of that?
I thought it was fun as fuck.
Yeah.
You had Pentagon just being Pentagon. I love the defiance in front of the V triggers with the Zero Muerto.
Yeah.
I thought that was so badass. And then the ending itself too was the only surprise I needed for the night.
Yeah, it was Jericho appears, which was super well done, and a genuine surprise.
Yeah, because the lights were down long enough for you to actually think there was a power outage.
Well, I knew something. No,
well,
you think that?
Well, the people in the room or whatever, you can see them, you can hear them getting restless. Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, no, I was like, I didn't. When it happened, I was like, no, see, but yeah, Pentagon. It looked just like him at first. If you weren't paying attention, it was that's Pentagon.
Until you see the tattoos, it's like, oh
yeah. Fucking cool though.
Yeah.
They set up their match for the Cruise, which I don't know, is that going to be on anything?
Jericho has said that he wants to build a destination piece where you have to be there. In order to get that, you have to be there to watch it. So he doesn't want it on any streaming service.
I mean, I don't know how you stream from a boat in the middle of fucking nowhere anyway.
You'd record and then stream it after, I'd imagine. But I mean, you can do anything with satellites.
Yeah. Pretty good shit, though. I really enjoyed it. For me, I think this is my favorite match of the night, actually.
Let me think.
Certifiable fucking
I'm going to go
match.
with my favorite match is the next match, actually.
I'm sure. It's Girl Licata. It got a little boring, but by the end, they got everybody in there, and I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it's a shitty deal that they went 12 minutes over. Because by the end of the match, there was a ref in the corner yelling, "Marty, go home." Marty, go home now. I thought it was very funny, very unfortunate. And then when I looked at my computer and I seen when that match was over, and there was 17 minutes for the main event, I was very let down. I was like, oh. I
didn't know watching live that we were on fucking Hard Out, because I didn't know. I was watching a fight. I'm like, well, it's gonna go all fucking night. I don't know. I didn't expect it.
I would have assumed too that Fight TV would have just allowed it, but they couldn't. They tried to get to 10:30 and couldn't. They couldn't cut a deal.
Fucking sucks, man.
Yeah, it would have been nice if they could have gotten to 10:30.
I mean, we'll see what everything shakes down as, but I still loved it, even if it was short. Like, that had all of the spots. It's like, what else were they gonna fucking do?
Yeah,
what was the other half of that match that got cut? Holy shit!
I honestly, I think that was basically all the big spots, because that match was supposed to be something like 23, 25 minutes. maybe 28. So like there was a lot. Probably would have been more of Rey Mysterio and Kota Ibushi because the crowd fucking loved that, and probably just would have been spaced out a lot better because there was a lot of times you can tell that they were just going from spot to spot. Say, okay, I just sold for 2 seconds. Now we have to run all the way over here. And Bandito, I'm going to tap you on the shoulder so you can run with me.
Yeah.
But
it was, it was really good, man. I fucking really liked that. Could be top 3 this week.
I enjoyed it as well. It was madness, just flips everywhere.
Some of those sequences were unbelievable, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And now,
like 3 people off the top rope, like boom, boom, boom. Like what the fuck?
And let's not oversight Marty Scurll and Okada either. That told a great story, a fantastic story.
Yeah,
because we literally just skipped over it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I mean we started talking about the main event, and then we just went into the main event there because it went 12 minutes too long. But it told a good story of Marty Scurll coming so close, beating Okada, and just not being able to do it because he's fucking Okada.
Yeah, you kind of thought it might happen. I thought it might happen.
There were a couple times where it was like, oh man, he might have him.
Yeah.
Like when he hit that Rainmaker, I was like, holy fuck, that was a great Rainmaker.
Yeah, it was a hell of a match, man. Like that was really good. I just wish they'd have fucking buttoned it up, but Okada's not really used to working on a time limit, man.
No, and that could have been a lot of it. And then you got Tiger Tori there, who nobody can talk to because he doesn't speak English. No sense.
Yeah, he was over as fuck too, huh?
Oh yeah, Tiger Tori's fucking fantastic. That old fucking grizzly man. No, he's not a grizzly man, but he's a grizzled man. He's seen his days. He's ate his ton of soup.
For sure. Really good shit, though.
Yes. And the main event was fucking fantastic.
Indeed. There's a report. I got a live report from Starcast the next day.
Yeah.
That Buff Bagwell got into an argument with Conrad Thompson, like a screaming match. Mm-hmm. And other people had since reported to me that people who were there said that Buff Bagwell there was an argument about how much Starcast was charging for photos or something. Like maybe these guys wanted it less. But anyway, from what I'm hearing, Buff Bagwell tried to leave with money that wasn't his.
What?
Yeah, 2 people told me that. And the Conrad Thompson screamed at him and was like, I'll never fucking book you again. And then Buff yelled at his wife, let's fucking go. Let's get out of here. And he fucking walked out of the shit.
Jesus.
During some kind of panel with Buff Bagwell. And everybody said he looked like he was drunk. So
I heard that. What panel would this be? I'm going to have to watch that.
I don't know, but it was early too, right? I think I'm sure they'll cut that. Maybe they won't. I think it was early in the day. It was like 10 or 11 a.m. or whatever the fuck it was, and he was drunk.
Just cut. Motherfucker. Yeah. That's Buff Bagwell, man.
Who wants to hear what he has to say about anything?
Nobody.
No, fuck.
At all.
Didn't give a shit. That's a fucking carny motherfucker.
Oh, man. Guy loves his mother, but, he's a juggalo.
Yeah. But all in all, I thought the show was really good. I don't know if I want to give it a score necessarily. I thought it was very fucking good. Better than anything that we've watched from WWE in how long? Years? I don't know.
Since I've been doing Suplex City Limits.
Have you come out of a pay-per-view ever really being like, this is a fucking good show? I didn't, not really, dude.
Not the WWE stuff. I wouldn't rank this as good as the best New Japan shows.
Or even maybe the best takeover shows, because some of those takeover shows are really badass.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to say it's better than all the takeovers. I bet you it's better than some.
Yeah.
But this is also a show that does a lot more, too. You could have taken this show and made a 2.5-hour show, and it would have been as good as takeovers. For sure.
That's fair. Yeah.
But this was 4 hours, right? 5 hours if you count the 0 hour.
Yeah, but it didn't feel like a drug at all.
No.
I was enjoying it the whole way. It was, every match that was next, I was like, oh, fuck, all right, cool. It wasn't like, oh, God, here we go, Corbin and Balor or something.
Right? There was no match that made you say, oh, I really want to skip this. Because even with the women's match, you had 3 really fantastic workers in there. Britt Baker, she's newer to the game, but, you got Tessa Blanchard and I'm blanking on the other one that was there.
Chelsea Green.
She's a good worker.
Yeah, she's not bad. Did you see the 15, 20 minutes from post show that they did where they were talking in the ring?
No, I didn't. I didn't actually. 'Cause I didn't finish All In until the drive home, and I didn't have Wi-Fi.
Seek that out.
I will.
JD from New York, I know, on YouTube has he has a video recapping the show. But the last 20 minutes of the video is what he films from the crowd. And it's basically them saying they're sticking together.
Yeah.
And it seemed very, we're not going to WWE
Was
sort
Marty
of thing.
Scurll there?
He was not there. That was weird.
Yeah. He's going somewhere, man. Marty Scurll, there's a reason why Okada did the 205 motion before he did his fucking Rainmaker. You know what I mean?
And
I really do think so.
backstage thing too. They had like the two hands, you know.
Yeah.
Trying to like shake his hand.
Right. Yeah. That's true. Holy fuck.
So, yeah.
But he broke their
I think
hands,
he's,
though, so I don't know.
To me, which is like, dude, you got to do what you got to do. I don't condemn anyone for going there if that's what you want to do, but I don't know what have you seen up there that makes you think that that's a good decision. I think
a lot of it probably boils down to his lady is there, and I think he just looks at it as, he's probably not too involved in the everyday dealings of these All-In shows because it's pretty much the Bucks and Cody. Maybe he's got the mentality, I'll go to WWE, make my money now. If something happens, it happens. But if something doesn't, then I got tons of time to come back and have a great run in the Indies with what Kenny, the Bucks, and Cody build.
Dude, to me, he's a fucking really special talent. I think he's great on the mic. He's great as a character in the ring. Like, he's fantastic. And if he's just going to end up on 205 Live or something...
Yeah.
Holy fuck, man.
And he might not end up on 205 Live. Who knows?
I feel like if you have any choice in the matter, right? I mean, Hunter, you definitely want him for NXT.
Oh, yeah.
And even though he's a small guy, I say he's a fucking champion. He's a world champion.
He could very well be. And you look at Marty Scurll, too. He's not the type of wrestler that if he goes to the WWE, they're going to change his style. Because he's got a lot of those spots where it's just, a comedy spot or this spot, break the fingers, shit like that. And it's stuff that WWE is going to keep for sure.
Yeah. But we'll see. Should be interesting. I'm happy. I hope that they don't fucking go there, and they continue on. They didn't announce All In 2, but, I mean, you'd have to expect it's going to happen.
Cody did say double or nothing.
Do you think they could sell out 20,000?
MSG feel like did 20. MSG or ROH did it. I can't see why not. I think they probably could have done much more than 10,000 here.
Oh, dude, definitely. Did ROH sell 20 for fucking MSG?
MSG is sold out, and MSG holds, I believe, 22.
I'll be interested to see how much they sold out.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I mean,
a quick Google search can see maybe. But,
Dude, all in all, I thought it was a really good show. I enjoyed it, and I'm interested to see. I like what these guys do, so if they want to keep promoting shows, that's fucking awesome. I'm down for that.
And then, too, you look at it this way as well. I don't know why I said it like that. I was trying to mention Jericho flying fucking to a show afterwards.
Oh, yeah, dude. In the makeup still doing the set.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. They see pictures of him on stage with the Pentagon makeup on, singing songs. Badass. Fucking badass.
Yeah, no, something only Chris Jericho can do.
And it was like, Jericho's definitely not going to be there because he has a show that night. Well, fuck, that slick motherfucker.
Yeah.
Pretty good shit.
I think it was a great show.
It had, dude, tons of surprises. It had great Legends stuff. It had great wrestling. It had everything. Good shit.
Yeah. Like we said earlier in the beginning of the show, every match was different. Every match that they did was something that a different fan would like. And if you couldn't find something in this show that you like, then you're not a wrestling fan. That's my opinion.
There it is, man. New Federation hits Patreon tomorrow. Is that right?
Today. It's out right now on Patreon.
It's out right now.
So if you want to spend $1 right now, after spending all that money on All In, you could do it right now.
$1, motherfucker.
$1. I'd rather have paid more, but I mean, $1 is a dollar, right? Whatever.
Check that shit out. We'll be back with episode 178 this weekend. Jared, who was in attendance, will be sending some stuff in, so we'll get a first-hand account of that. I maybe will hear from Burbs and everything like that too, so it should be good times.
Yes, and just to reiterate, they sold 18,000 is what the seller number was for our MSG.
On a Mania weekend, though.
On a Mania weekend.
You think on a non-Mania weekend, all into 20,000?
If it's built the right way, I can't see why not.
If it's like, next summer maybe. I mean, it'd have to be at least 6 months away.
Oh, I think you'd do a year. I would. I'd want to do a year just to keep it fresh.
Do one a year?
Yeah, and just make a weekend of it. It'll be the second highest weekend of the year. You know what I mean? It's WrestleMania, just better.
Yeah, very cool.
And I would imagine that if they do another StarCast, it would probably be better next time around. You know what
Also
I mean?
enjoyed that it was a Saturday night. Wrestling pay-per-views should be on Saturday night.
I agree.
Fuck this Sunday night bullshit.
Nobody wants to fucking stay up all night watching wrestling when they got to work next day.
Exactly. But they don't think about those things because, you know.
And just imagine how much
Fuckers.
more of a feeling you get if it's a Saturday night. I can get drunk if I want to. You know, with my buddies, watching wrestling. Sunday night, who's going to come over and watch wrestling with me and get drunk? Nobody.
Until 10 or 10:30 or fucking
and then you gotta find a
11:30 if you're
cab
on the East Coast.
home or sleep here.
Yeah, fucking dumb. But I think that is it. Do you have anything else to add before we rock out of here?
I don't think so. I mean, no, I don't think so. That's it.
There it is. All in was awesome. Fuck you. We'll be back this weekend here with episode 178. Until then, everybody take care. And I'm trying to do a different close. I don't know what it is though. I'm making it up on the spot.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's
Thank
the
you.
way it
Fuck
was.
you. Bye.
So you think that you got me? Beat me down, do you think you're on top? Well, I'm not.